1, 2, 3, and there is the microphone, and it is good to go. And hello and welcome to the BiGD Premier League. No, the BiGD Fireteam Invitational. God, I was doing that for far too many months. Group B, the pool's about to start. I'm about to go and give the briefing to the teams. But first of all, just quickly, going to say hello to my friend Igniculus, who is lurking in the channel. Igniculus, good day, sir.
Hello, Nuppers. How you doing?
Good, man, and it's great to have you here. And of course, you're going to be providing us with the other point of view camera for this particular round today at late notice, and I do really appreciate that flexibility. I've been mucking around with camera stuff, and here we are. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to race off now and give the players their brief so everyone can actually hear what the hell goes on in the background with some of this. It's probably a little bit boring for some folks, but look, it's important to get things stabilised and set up, and it'll also give the teams an idea of what they're doing and where they're going. They're going to be on Omaha. So without further ado, let me go off and see what's happening in that other channel, shall I?
No.
All right, here we go. Look, yep, absolutely. It's shenanigans in here. Ladies and gents, welcome to the live stream. You are now here and being judged by everyone in the community. So good luck with that. If I could just have some quiet in here now, I'm going to give you the player brief, and I'll make this as brief as possible. Haha, pun intended. All right. So, folks, get excited. Welcome to the initial round of the BiGD Hell Let Loose Fireteam Invitational Tournament. This is my little brainchild of 5v5, as everyone knows by this stage. We trust that you enjoy the tournament and play in the spirit of fairness amongst your fellow Hell Let Loose communities. You're in Group B, is what we're calling this particular one, and I'll just run through the teams in the group. If you don't know what your team is by this stage, I'm sorry, I can't help you. So first of all, we have the Gravy Seals. Then we've got Gingers Ninjas. I feel like we know who that is. We've got Fireteam Salsa, Task Force Koala, and the last mob, which was thrown together at the last minute, who tell me they're going to take the whole competition out, is the Leftovers. So we'll just see. Leftovers? We'll just see. Thanks for joining in. By now you should have read the rules and reviewed the map and objective allocations for your group. If you haven't, fucking too late, I'm sorry. We're not taking questions at the end of this briefing, and there's not really any flexibility in the timetable about how we do stuff. So we have plenty of referees, head referees, and of course I'm involved in this administratively as well. We will manage you through what you need to do. The rules were massively long. The reality of it is you've got to go under the battle and kill people. That's it. The requirements from this point onwards are as follows. Once you are given access to the server, you are to join your allocated side, Axis or allies, and I'll let you know, and your assigned squad leader is to form an infantry squad, at which point the rest of your team are to join that squad, so each person in that particular team. Any role can be selected: rifleman, support, anti-tank, medic, automatic rifleman, assault, machine gunner, engineer. You will be allocated a referee for your match. I'll read them out shortly. The referees will be recon squad leaders and will identify themselves to your teams. The head referee is Fuzzled, and he will be there to give guidance to the referees and the players about where to spawn. So squad leaders listen for that. Once you've spawned in, there may be requirements for additional actions, you know, outpost placement, travel and truck, that sort of stuff. Just follow our guidance there. We'll micromanage you through that to make it as quick as possible. Once you reach your final spawn-in point, you are to remain within touching distance, that is one body length, of whatever it is that you've been directed to stand next to, as directed by the referees. If you are caught moving away from your spawn point too early, you do actually risk disqualification for the match. At this point in time, you should refresh your memory on the match boundaries. You are fighting in a 4 grid square area. If you leave that area or shoot outside of that area during the match, you risk disqualification. Squad leaders must place a marker on the objective for their match round to confirm to their teammates and the referees that they've actually identified the correct location they're trying to fight over. The head referee will ensure all preparations are completed. We'll call out in Discord, in team and across with the referees. Match has commenced. Good luck. Your teams then have 10 minutes to eliminate as many of the opposing team as possible whilst trying to secure that designated objective for the match. Exactly 10 minutes after the match commences, the head referee, who is the timekeeper, will call out in the relevant channels, ceasefire match is over. All players are to immediately cease all activity: moving, shooting, grenading, building, reviving, bandaging, and so on. Referees will consult with the head referee to confirm winning teams, and that information will be passed to scorekeepers. Any issues or discrepancies in match results will be reviewed. We had one last night as an example where there was a death right on the finish line, and we have video footage of that, and the head referee is the timekeeper, so we were able to work out whether that kill happened before or after the 0 was called. The head referee will adjudicate on that. Once the match is cleared as it's complete, the referees will direct you to move your next locations for the next matches, and you'll do 5 matches in a row, but there'll be 1 bye for each team as we go through. Notification of the entire group outcome will be finished, finalised, and then posted at a later time. We wish you the best of luck for your upcoming battles, folks. We really do. All right, so just quickly here, the teams. The first match is Gravy Seals versus Ginger's Ninjas, and that will be with Hubert, and it'll be on Omaha 3.1. We're doing it in reverse because of the way this map works.
Hey, Novice, can I ask one question?
Go.
Can I permanently make one of my grunts into the squad lead?
Can you what, sorry?
Can I permanently make one of my grunts into the squad lead for the entire comp?
Whoever you have a squad lead in here is whoever you have as a squad lead. It's up to you guys, but they can't change during a match.
Okay,
The rules state you can change squad leaders between matches. I don't particularly care. It's up to you. It's your squads. As long as you've got a squad leader that listens into the chat and has been given this briefing.
Great, thank you.
All right. Gravy Seals versus Ginger's Ninjas. They're on 0.3.1 and the referee is Hubert. Fireteam Salsa, you're playing Task Force Koala and you're on Omaha 3.2 and your referee is Govitron. And the leftovers, well, you get a bye this round so you can lurk around on one of the garrison points or whatever on the spawn in. Your referee for the moment will be Red Dragon. All right. 0.3.3. Correction. 0.3.1. Get the right reference here. Omaha 0.3.1 is the shack at Hotel 3. And we'll come back to that in the match. 0.3.2 is the center of the 4 grids at a telegraph pole. You'll find these things once you get there. That's all from the briefing, folks. I don't want to overcomplicate this. The password for the server is UNIT. UNIT, small letters. I need Gravy Seals on the Allied side. Ginger's Ninjas on the Axis side. Fireteam Salsa on the Allied side. Task Force Koala on the Axis side. And leftovers on the Allied side, please. So I'll say those again. Gravy Seals, Allied. Ginger's Ninjas, Axis. Fireteam Salsa, Allied. Task Force Koala, Axis. Leftovers, Allied. From this point, can I ask Gravy Seals, your team, to head to Fireteam 1, the chat channel, voice channel Fireteam 1 down below. Gravy Seals, Fireteam 1, you can head there now, please.
Roger that. Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
Ginger's Ninjas, you are Fireteam 2. Ginger's Ninjas, can you please head to the Fireteam 2 channel?
You got it.
Fireteam Salsa, you are Fireteam 3. Please head to the Fireteam 3 channel. That's Fireteam Salsa. Fireteam 4 will be Task Force Koala. Please head to the Fireteam 4 channel. And of course, Fireteam 5, if you haven't worked out where you're going by now, there's no fucking hope for you. Leftovers, head to Fireteam 5, please. Good luck, everybody who's still here. See you soon. Alrighty then, where are the referees? Let's go and have a quick chat to them. Fireteam refs, here we are. Here's the Fireteam refs. Hello, Fireteam refs. How are you?
Good.
Good yourself.
Good. I have done the briefing, and we're live, of course, on the thing. What is it I do? Streaming.
Which?
That thing. All right. So Hubert, you're with the Gravy Seals and Ginger's Ninjas. Gobes, you're with Fireteam Salsa and Task Force Koala, and Red Dragon, you're with the leftovers. They're on the bye this round. As far as I have told them, they're fighting over 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. That is correct?
Correct. It'll be 3.1, 3.2. The 0.3 column won't be used this round.
Yep, that's what I figured. So that's what I've briefed them to do, and they're all standing by for your actions, mate. I'm going to step away now and let you referee the shit out of this. Good luck to you, gentlemen, and enjoy the matches. All right, now I've got to work my way up to where poor old Igniculus is lurking. Here's an Igniculus I prepared earlier. Hello, mate. How are you?
Hello, mate.
All right, so you and I now got to get our shit in the one sock and get this ready to go. Sorry, I better just tell Fuzz something, mate, before I come back up here. Fuzz, in game, I'll be listening for you to tell me when you're ready. And then on your timer, you can say when we're going to go, and I'll actually run a little battle timer for the stream, of course.
Yep. So what I'll do is I'll get a confirm off the refs saying that their sides are ready.
Yep.
And then I'll propose a time, and I'll say starts at 28, ends in 18 or something.
All right. Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's get ourselves back to the very patient, ever waiting Nicholas. Hello again. Probably you and I can jump in an armor squad each, actually, mate. I don't know what you're in at the moment for the in-game stuff.
I'm just locked infantry at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter too much, does it? Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to get into a locked infantry squad because you can't build garrisons if you are a tank commander, which was a fatal little flaw that I had in my setup. I didn't even consider that. So why can't I get admin cam working? I don't seem to have admin cam. Why? Oh, there it is. Wow, you can't do admin cam in the boat. Did you know that?
I actually did not know.
Huh? God, I'm just killing everyone with the visuals. All right. So we talked about this in the briefing just before, and everybody in the stream has heard that now. But Igniculus, what we're doing is we're fighting over points Omaha 3.1 and 3.2. And so I'm just going to get us across now to your screen and my screen on the same page. And I'm just going to see if that works okay.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just redeploying at the moment, so I'm just blocking Gary.
Two main cameras. And I had a little bit of a challenge with this setup, but I think it should hopefully work. You can see there I've been trying to set it up vigorously today. And that's it there. You can see the primary display I've got there, trying to get that right. Oh, there we go, moving it around. Look, a little bit of late notice admin here for viewers at home to see what the hell we actually have to do to get stuff working. Ultimately, we should get some good visuals out of this, mate. Yeah, it should be all right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm looking forward to it.
So Igniculus is the right-hand screen and mine is the left-hand screen. And look, it doesn't really matter that we've got the little chop books on the side there. What we're looking for is that main view stuff that Igniculus has got there sweeping around. So what I'll get you to do, mate, you can do the 5 and 6 rows. Well, what do you got? The G and H 5 and 6. So you're the middle of the map. Actually, no, take the top. Take the top. Sorry, you can be G34, H34. And so you'll control the 3 and 4 row for the match. And so what they're going to fight over, mate, is a shack at Hotel 3. So somewhere in Hotel 3, there's a shack, a lone shack. Can you find that shack for us? I'm going to go to the center of 4 grids here at 5 and 6. There's a telegraph pole they're going to be fighting over, which is fucking hilarious when you think about it. So on the left screen is a telegraph pole that they will be fighting over. And on the right screen, good Igniculus here has a... What is it, mate? It's the dog box where you go when you've been naughty. That's where you go. So the dog house is a whole new perspective. We're just going to blow your screen up a little bit here with the camera stuff. How are we looking there? That's looking pretty good, actually. Yours is looking nice and smooth, mate. I love it. It's really good. So, look, there it is, folks. There's the 2 screens. Hopefully you can see that well. Actually, we might get Igniculus to see if he can look it up on Twitch and tell me what it looks like. Chat box down the bottom right there. Hopefully that is coming up good. And, mate, I'm excited. I'm excited. This is, it's good fun. Should be pretty smooth. Not sure, because you were pretty busy yesterday with a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. Did you get a chance to have a look at any of yesterday's matches?
Yeah, I watched yesterday's match versus from the BiGD versus the Chinese clan. That was absolutely fantastic. They lasted the full 90 minutes, held them off 2-3. Fantastic.
It was good, wasn't it? I mean, it was a bit of a slow start from the BiGD community clans. They really did. They took their time in working out how to get their shit in the one sock, didn't they?
Yeah. I found that a lot of the squad leaders, or a couple of squad leaders, pushed around to the back of St. Mary Glaze and put a lot of pressure onto the mid-cap pretty early, which eased off the attack, but the Chinese clan came back, defended, and then pushed back straight onto the attack pretty well, very quickly.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so we're now in the 5v5s, and this is a bit of a different thing. So it's, at the time marker, it's go time, and it'll go off. If we look at your point just briefly, there's a lot of open ground up there, isn't there?
Pretty much just open ground the entire way. There's mostly just one hedgegrove that runs towards the point for the Allied side. Correction, for the Axis side.
Yep.
Allies have to cross a very open field to get to there.
All right, and those teams that have studied their points that they're going to be fighting over, which of course they've been given that information a fair while ago, it's really up to them to determine how they're going to play this out, what they're going to do. So, how would you play this if you were leading a squad up here, mate? What would some of your strats be?
If I was the Axis, I'll be sort of more going towards down this hedgegrove here that you can see on my mouse, straight towards the point. As for the Allies, they're most likely going to have to flank around either to the north or south and not go straight towards the point. So their attack is pretty limited compared to the Axis.
But they do have the options, of course, of being able to run around down south a bit as well. There's quite a bit of optional terrain there. They have specific spawn points they have to come in on, and it's been all measured and weighed and determined that it's fair for each team where they're coming in from. So the markers you can see on my map that I've got here now show where they're actually attacking over, and Fuzz has marked that as the head referee as well as the squad leaders. And then there's another one down here they're fighting over. So this one here is the one I'm looking at, is this middle area. If we just now hit the map and have a look, the same sort of challenge down here, quite a bit of open terrain in this particular part of the map. Very different to what we saw yesterday on the maps that we played, which is Saint-Marie-Glace and Saint-Marie-de-Mont. Because there's a lot of city building sort of stuff there, so a lot of different sneaky optional stuff. Bit Tarkov-y. This here is going to be probably a bit more aligned with people who have got that long range situational awareness, because I can tell you right now the number of times that some bastard has shot me from 200 meters away with a rifle makes me go, use these rock walls and stuff that we've got. Take cover when you need cover. Moving on to the point cleverly. I reckon, different to yesterday, I reckon we're going to start seeing shooting from, the first minute of battle. Yesterday's matches tended to be a couple of minutes of pre-positioning and then shots fired. Today, I think you're going to start seeing shots fired fairly early. That's what I'm predicting anyway, mate. Have you got a proposed winner out of these teams today? Who do you think is going to be the best team on the day? There's some great players here.
That's a very good question, because I've only seen the Allies spawn in. I haven't actually seen the Axis team spawn into their garrison down here, so
just
no comment as of yet.
Chuck up the tab key and I'll just run through some names with you. I've just cut your screen off there. I'm sorry about that. But the team lists themselves. So let's talk through that. I'll bring this gorgeous spreadsheet, which took 15,000 hours of my life, or whatever, to do. Here it is here. We'll get the 15. Okay. So the Gravy Seals are led by Flint. They're not necessarily the squad leader, by the way, the first person. It's just whoever's the main point of contact, really. So Flint, I Run, X, Ringo Starr, and Eggsy Boy. I mean, straight up, they're a pretty good team. I know that. I Run favouring a lot of good killing in the BiGD Premier League, of course. Then we've got Ginger's Ninjas. Now, that's Lord Ginge, Bar 789, Agilon, Standoff, and Lord Boone has actually been subbed out today. He's not well, or he's away, I'm not sure which, but he's got a common pool reservist in there in Weathered Gumby, so that's not a bad team either. So Cinnamon Buns leading Fireteam Salsa there with Liquefy, Snazzy McGee, Shooter, and Dingo Pup. I mean, I'm reading out the who's who here, aren't I, of a lot of good community players. That's,
this battle down here from the OC team, look, Ginger's team and the TFK team is going to be excellent. I'm very much excited for that.
Let's look at that now. We've got Mr. Chew leading one of the TFK teams. They put in a couple of teams, but Mr. Chew's leading that group. Swinny, TFK Bob, Commander Knight, Obersturm Van Führer. and I almost got that right. And Hellamad Max, that's a pretty tight team, that one. And then the leftovers, as I said, these were the folks that signed up as solos that I put together a team out of. And I mean, in the end, it's actually a bloody good team there. Winchy, Jellybear, Rice Spice, Trauma Stew, and Scotty are all players that I've played with before, and they're damn good in their own right. As a team, although they haven't probably worked together collectively in a 5, most of them have worked together. At least I know Winchy, Jellybear, and Trauma Stew have. I'm pretty sure Rice Spice has worked with either Winchy or Trauma Stew a lot, and Scotty as well. It's a tight round today, mate. It really is. So now we've gone through that. Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
I believe Ginger's team for the Axis down south, they have a lot of cover, especially during getting up to the point through this hayfield as well. So that could also hinder them as well, because they're not going to be able to see the allies pushing up towards the objective. So we'll see exactly what sort of gameplay they run. I reckon they're going to split up, maybe 2 in the cornfield and the rest on the flanks.
We saw some
long-range engagements.
Well, we saw some fascinating stuff yesterday. There were binoculars out. I don't think I see that too often. And there were binoculars out, and that team actually won with the binos out. We saw an anti-tank gun placed up, and that didn't do a lot except piss the enemy off for a while. But, you know, maybe used a little bit differently. Yeah, I'm just going to check in with Fuzz now in-game. Actually, shit, I just realised I've turned off all my in-game sound for last night. Oh, God, this is great. So I'm going to do the connect thing here, and I might not actually have this working in-game. I've had so much sound trouble lately. I'm going to jump into the BiGD channel. Just give me a second here.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to talk to the guys, the refs, to see where we're at. All right. Fuzz, my in-game sound's not working. How are we looking?
We're getting Gobertron to fill in for the Fireteam Salsa. Their downer players should be starting the next 3 to 4 minutes.
All right, no worries. 3 to 4 minutes. Salsa's down a player. That is the cinnamon buns. Okay, no worries.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we tried
mate.
contacting reserves. Just going to get Gobertron to step in, just so, you know, match flow smoothly.
Okay. You can probably still try and capture some of those reserves. You've got General Beers, Guac are out there. If you try those guys.
Red messaged them and hasn't heard anything.
Okay. If they come along, then, yeah, put them in if we can.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, leave you to it. Just PM me perhaps when you're ready to start. I'll come back down into this channel so I can hear you give the start commands.
Yep. It's looking like at the moment start will be at 18 or 17 minutes.
Thanks, buddy. All right. So the delay here we just heard was that one of the players has been unable to attend. So there's a reserve being subbed in there, and they're just finishing that off now and setting it up. So it'll be in about the next minute or two that we're going to start. And of course, my in-game sound now is crapped out. It'll either be at the 18 or 17 minute mark there, Igniculus. So it's almost time. And I'm excited. How's the stream look, mate? Are those 2 cameras good enough on the screen? Did you get a look at that?
I'm only seeing the delay as well, so I can't see it just yet.
Oh, fuck, of course. There's a built-in delay. I knew that. Because I'm the one running this shit. I knew there was a delay. Why did I pick that up? All right, well, I'm going to look that up myself now on my phone as well, see what it looks like on my phone. Yeah, so about a minute or so out. We're just waiting. I'm just waiting for a Discord ping here from Fuzzle when he is ready to go. There it is. It's actually come up on the screen just as we speak. So I'm checking out my little... That looks pretty good, mate. I've got to admit, I think it looks okay. I need to sort my camera out a little bit better, but looks good on the screen. So I'm pretty happy with that. So not far off now. I think the team that missed out on a player there, who was that? That was Fireteam Salsa, a shorter player. I'm not sure who that player is. If they rock up, you know, partway through this round, that's fine. We'll just bring them in once they actually, you know, get here and put them in the right spot. But for now, Gobertron has stepped up into that because we don't need 3 referees per round because we've only got 2 matches and a bye. So that's why I've sort of set this up with a little bit of padding in there, Igniculus, so that when things go wrong, I've still got options on the table. You know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely know what you mean. Yep.
And it is hard. I mean, you know, people have lives. People are busy. Stuff happens. My missus is sick at the moment, so I'm sort of trying to help her out and look after her, but at the same time do this weekend, and of all weekends for her to get sick. I mean, where's her Where's her thoughtfulness there, eh? Just checking.
You never know what life will throw at you. So
I just look around my shoulder. She can't hear me. It's good. I'm safe. All right. Just looking to see here. We seem to have most everybody in place. There's Hubes up there as a referee. I'm there. Where's Gobotron? The guys are just sorting out the other side. Something's gone wrong there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams on this side and 1 on the other side. So clearly somebody spawned in on the wrong side. They need to.
yeah.
They need to be switched.
Well, Ginger's OC team was on the Axis before. And
there they go.
Yeah, come back.
Maybe there was well, it seems they're all doing it, so that's fine. So they'll be so that's what we're waiting for here. They've just joined that squad, that side. They'll now be doing the spawn in probably around this middle area here. And yeah, they'll spawn in there, and that's what I would guess. There's Winchy over the back. Where is that at the moment? That's up there. Oh, yeah, no, okay. That's the draw up here. Having a look at the middle, and it'll be up your side that we're looking for those other players. There's another team there. There should be another team spawning around here somewhere. There's a
Yeah, that should be in a second.
Yeah, so we'll watch. I'll watch some bodies pop up here shortly. That's what I'll be watching. All right. Well, almost there, mate. Almost there. It's can be a little bit challenging. There we go. There's the 5 of them coming in. So we're about to go, I reckon. They'll be all touching that little garrison. I'm covering the middle of the map. Igniculus. So that's the top left screen there. You can see the right-hand screen. That's Igniculus. He's joined us today, and he's going to be covering the top match of the map in the top 4 grid squares, and I'm covering the middle area. I'll look for Fuzzled now. He's just checking in with the teams to make sure that everyone is ready to go. They're all in their starting points. I might jump into that channel and make sure I can hear him actually saying that. Let's do that. I'll be back, mate. Sitting here waiting now for the Fuzz. We will get the word from him.
Match will start at 14 minutes.
14 minutes?
4 minutes.
The
A
match.
1 minute countdown.
Thank you, buddy. Good luck.
German teams are all good.
Yep. I've sent a message for 14 and
All right, we've just jumped back across. It's starting at 14 minutes, mate. 14 minutes it will start.
40 seconds, right?
There's the guys just running into that point. Why are they running forward already? Oh, why are they going? Why is that team running forward? They're getting them back to their point. They've gone premature. They've gone premature. Get them back to that point. Look at them. They're all
Too excited.
They have. They're all racing back, going, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Noppers is watching. I'm going to go and stir him up. You ready? Oh, no, I can't. I've got no in-game voice. Oh, I'm so disappointed right now.
Yeah, I've disconnected myself as well.
7, 6, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Match is starting, ladies and gentlemen, and we are away for the BiGD Fireteam Invitational. That's the teams starting to run in. You can see the right-hand team seem to have woken up on my screen. The left-hand team are not moving at all. They're not moving at all. They don't seem to have got the messaging. Well, that's a bit interesting, isn't it? I'll just keep an eye on that. If they haven't got the messaging right, they're moving now. That's kind of okay because they've got lots of buildings to spawn in on, so that's probably going to be fine. It's just little bits and pieces like that. We've just got to make sure that no one was unfairly advantaged or disadvantaged and that sort of thing. What do you got there, mate? Are they splitting up? Are they staying in the one stream? What's happening?
I see that the OC guys are forming a line and trying to engage long range. So, and I can see now Bar is going up into the hayfield up north, crashing down south, and it's going to go maybe for a flank towards the point.
Right.
No casualties yet, though.
No, I can see that nice spread of because I can watch your screen, of course. Here, I can see that nice spread of firing line and the blues on the right hand side of the screen there, and the orange are sort of there's pop smoke early, mate. That's pretty early smoke.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit scared from the long range engagement, so just covering their advance.
Little bit of nervousness there. The TFK guy's down here under the command of Bob. He's pushing his group into these buildings down the south here. We've got Cinnamon Buns there with Gobotron the sub, as we said before. So Cinnamon Buns up there in that top building. Look, there's 8 minutes 30 on the clock still, so it's anyone's early game. But there are some firing positions already set up. Just watching where they're moving here, you can see on the map, sort of around this way here, we've got the blues sort of near the middle. The capture point's around there. Oh, around there, isn't it? It's the telegraph pole just a bit further down the road, I think. Look, it's It's a little bit campy so far, but I guess you've got to be a little bit careful, don't you, mate? People are good shots. You've got to watch for that.
100%. And I've seen that Iron X, Ringo, Flint are all on the objective. Eggsy Boy is holding back a fair bit. Bar is sneaking up through the hay towards the point now, but most of the OC guys are just holding that line.
We've got Obersturm and Führer running around the right-hand side here to see what he can shoot from down south. Just to give you an idea where he is, he's down near the map boundary, and he'll know that, and he'll just be watching for that. Mr. Chu sitting in the middle there. Seems to be a little bit of short-range weaponry there, which is quite surprising. I thought rifles would have come out for this type of map. What's Swinny there? He's run. Yeah, he's got a rifle, so there you go. He's looking down the road. Oh, shots fired. I can hear. Wow, that's a long shot. Is that you or me?
That must have been you.
There it is. So these guys are shooting from a couple 100 metres out. We've got 3 stacked in there. Liquefy, of course, the medic for that squad. So something just blew up in the background. That'll be a truck that spawned in. 7 minutes to go. Cinnamon Buns there on the right-hand side near the road. This is very campy down here, mate. Very, very campy. Oh, dear. There's Chew starting to make a move in there now. I can see him starting to move through the trench system. But there's so much open ground for both teams here. I'm just wondering if they fully understand where the objective is. It's the crossroads. I'll just redo that. Just check that quickly. Somebody has just done a follow there. Hello there. Thank you very much for following. Appreciated. What have I got? Things. That's not even right. So we're just watching now down the south. Talk to me about what's going on up north there, mate.
The OC are slowly advancing towards the objective, but the other team, the Allies, are camping on the objective right now. So anyone's scam, no casualties yet.
No, there's been a few shots fired down the south, but it didn't actually do anything. Mr. Chew's taking a forward firing position there. Swinny's working through the wheat fields up north. He's sort of stagnated there a little bit, but he's definitely moving up there. That's a really smart move, to be honest. But he won't know where the enemy team is, of course. So unlike normal, you kind of have a bit of an idea of where they're coming in from. On this one, enemy could be just about anywhere in front of you. You just don't know how far they push out. So that's why we see a little bit of this campy sort of play. There's a shot fired up north there. I can hear it. So it'll either be Bob or Swinny doing a shot there, perhaps.
Weather Gumby just took out Eggsy Boy. So OC are in the lead at the moment.
Oh, and who's on the point? Who's closest to the point at the moment?
Currently, the Allies, the red berries at the moment. Raspberries, strawberries. Bard stuck out Flint, and Iron went down as well. So it's now 5-2. 5-1 now.
Oh, wow. It's getting a slaughter up there. Yeah, they're getting picked off. I'm just watching that on your screen now. There's a grenade as well. I can see that. That's a great flanking move that they've pulled there. Are the orange blobs there on the house, are they? So they're on the objective, but it's not actually doing them any favours because they're getting outflanked and outplayed. That's a very smart play by the blue team on your screen. Well done to them. There's a smoke grenade going in, so that'll be a bit of an advance there that I can see. It's still, well, look, I'm going to play my sound. Down here, it's crickets, mate.
Well, at the moment, it's gone to a bit of a standstill. They're not sure if the enemy have any medics, so they're not sure if how many are actually still alive at the moment.
Such a great point there, mate. They know they've shot somebody, but unless they heard their helmet ping, they wouldn't know, would they?
Yeah, 100%. And also, they can't go into their personal stats because they haven't actually redeployed or given up. So they're still technically alive according to what they can see.
Yeah, that's right. And there's reasons for that because of the way the rule set works in the event of something happening. So yeah, that's a real challenge for them. I'm just looking and confirming for everyone. This point here that I'm pointing out, that is the telegraph pole. So what's happened is that the group on the right have just camped there about 100 meters from the pole and gone, come at it. I'm watching 3 minutes 47 on the clock. The orange team here, it's still 5 versus 5. We'll get right back up. Oberstem Führer is right down there on the bottom of the boundary. So smart play from him along that bottom area. He'll be getting watched closely to make sure he doesn't go out of bounds. But that little bit of a flank may actually help them out in the long run. He might have a rifle. I might just jump down and have a look what he's got. It looks like it's definitely going to be a victory for your blue team up there, Igniculus, with 3:20 on the clock. I don't think old mate's going to be able to kill 4 other people, is he?
I don't believe so. Not with Weather Gumby and Bar pushing onto his location at the moment as well.
Now, we know Gumby is actually a substitute for that team because there was a shortage today on that team as well, and that was asked well and truly early. So whether Gumby was randomly assigned to that team, as was Gobotron here, randomly assigned. Gobotron actually played for another team yesterday as well. These guys are my support crew and don't have any bearing in relation to the finals. So they won't be using reserves for the finals. Unfortunately, I can't do that. You know, your team's your team and you've got to make sure your people are here. But for the prelim rounds here, these are random pool assigned reserves to make sure teams have a fair chance at least anyway. And they're impartial. They don't particularly care who wins. They just enjoy the competition and supporting it. So it's lovely to have these guys on tap to do that. Obersturmbannführer, rather, is now leopard crawling across the field, but he's got a little bit of a downhill slope there. Gobotron's in a bunker. He won't be able to see him. If anybody's looking south, they'll find this guy. But I reckon, there's a grenade to nowhere.
I would just like to point out as well that X launched a rocket and missed Bar, but he was very well hidden in the bush.
He's now dead,
a lot of exchanged fire. And eventually got Bar down. Obviously, they knew exactly where he was, so Weather Gumby, being the Grenadier class, just launched a rain of grenades in his location and secured the win.
Walking barrage of grenades, mate. I love that. It's like artillery in your hands. All right,
so yes.
This is getting exciting down here now. After 8 minutes of fucking crickets, we've got Mr. Chu now is leopard crawling. Everyone's leopard crawling. Like, there are literally 5 players in the TFK side leopard crawling their way onto the objective. And interesting point here, we've got to remember where the objective actually is. Currently, the TFK team control that objective by being the closest team to the marker. The commander's marker's on the map. Mr. Chu is actually closer. With 1 minute left on the clock, the blue guys have to kill somebody for them to secure this win. If Orange kill one person, then it's definitely in their favour. But if it's a 5v5 stagnation, there it is. There's a blue player down. So not only have blue got don't have the point, they've lost a player as well. So they're real on the back foot now. 50 seconds to go in this match. This is a tight one. Great to see after 8 minutes of fucking boredom, we're actually getting some decent action here. Shots fired, Liquefy and Mr. Chewer into it. They're having to go at each other there through those barrels. And there's another blue down. This looks like it's definitely going to... there's Obersturmbannführer. He's been shot by Gobotron out in the middle of the paddock. So it's 4-3. It's 4-3. The medic's disappeared. Don't know where the medic is. The medic was the one that died, actually. So he was forward. It's now 3 blue, 4 orange, 20 seconds on the clock. Orange control the point. They control the point. So Snazzy, Gobotron, and Sir Cinnamon have to do something here to equal the balance. They will not know how many enemy are left, most likely. They probably have no idea because that kill over there from Mr. Chu certainly made things tough. But the trouble is the orange team won't know either. That's it. That's it. The game is over. There's a satchel, but it's gone off after the timer. I am absolutely certain that satchel went off after time. I'm going to jump across to the Discord to make sure that that's what's been seen. Let's have a look at that and let's talk to Fuzzled now. Fuzzled, how are you, man?
Yeah. You hiccuped in that first round, but should be good. Good to go for the second one.
I just noticed the satchel went off after time. Am I correct in saying
correct.
that? Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
So
it wouldn't have mattered anyway, as it was a 4-3 to the opposite team.
Exactly, mate. And that's excellent. Thank you for letting us know that. We just confirmed that. Right. I'm going to jump back up on the other channel. I look forward to seeing what happens in the next round.
Wonderful.
What's the password, guys?
All right, we have just jumped back up to the top there, and Igniculus, I can tell you right now that it is confirmed that satchel went off after time. So the team that won in the south here was the TFK team by kill count. Who was it up north, please, mate?
OC and Gumby end up with only 1 casualty, so end up 4 versus 0 at the end. OC won. OC Gumby won.
So that's Ginger's team, correct?
Yes, Ginger's Ninjas, I think it was, wasn't it?
Ginger's Ninjas. So Ginger's Ninjas have taken out the victory over Gravy Seals in that first round, and Fireteam Salsa unfortunately lost to Task Force Koala. Well done, Task Force Koala, by kill count of 4-3, I think it was in the end. And look, let's face it though, that satchel at the end was really impressive. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a look here now at the spreadsheet again and look at what the next round entails. So as we look at the draw here, it's going to be Gravy Seals taking on Fireteam Salsa, Task Force Koala taking on the Leftovers, who show themselves for the first time, and Ginger's Ninjas now get to set off and celebrate that first victory they've had. And if we look at the map details of Omaha 2.1 and 2.2, here is a spreadsheet part I prepared earlier. These four here. So Igniculus, you're going to be looking after Echo 3-4, Fox 3-4, which is a building at the pretty much at the exact center of the four grids. And I'm going to be looking at Echo 5-6, Fox 5-6, which is the church northeast doorway. Well, look at that. We're fighting over the bloody church again, mate. How many battles have you had over that church?
Oh, too many to count.
So it's the northeast door of the church. Let's get this right. I think it's this door here. That's on the northeast side. Let's take a quick look. Yes, it is. So this is the door, ladies and gentlemen, over this fucking horrendous church that everyone fights over all the time. That is what they'll be fighting over. And you can see there the commander is starting to do the setups. He'll be getting a garrison in here for everyone to spawn in on. Someone will be doing that over this other side as well. And that gives them the opportunity to get the setup. So it takes a couple of minutes for us to sort through that. Looking at Igniculus' screen there, mate. So as I said, it is the building at the center of the four grids. So that's the West Veerville building at the center of those four grids. We might just bring up the image to make sure that we're confirming what part of that it is.
Yep.
Having a look. Where is my pretty pictures? I've got pictures for everything for folks that haven't actually seen what we're doing with this. Is it down the bottom, maybe? There we go. Omaha. What have I given you? I've given you 2.1.
Yeah.
2.2. No, 2.2. Okay. So if we now just quickly rip up and have a look here, you can see I've just brought up the picture and the arrow for where it is up the top there. So for Igniculus' battle, it's that building and it's that doorway. So Igniculus, that building on the left that you're looking at, just zoom down in front of that, please, and look at the doorway with the brown barrel next to it. So zoom right down, back up. Not there. It's the building underneath you right now. That one.
Yep, that one. Yep.
Yep. So zoom down in front of it. No, don't go around the back. That's the back. Other side, the road side. Yep, down the front. There it is, that doorway, mate.
Yep, gotcha.
That is what they are going to be fighting over up your way.
Yeah, I was just nervous to alt-tab out of the game just in case it ruined the stream.
All good, man. All right, so what we're going to do there is we're going to back off now and have a look at it from a bit more of an aerial view and talk about what they're fighting over, how they're fighting over this area. So the spawns, of course, are generally east and west. I haven't put anyone north and south, as little as I could there anyway. You can see that building is actually on the northeast side, so you might think it advantages the team that spawns in on the right, but that's not true at all because the top team comes in through a whole bunch of buildings to get to that point, and the bottom team comes in through the same thing. So it's actually quite balanced as far as I'm concerned, and Fuzz is just in there now doing what Fuzz does as the head referee. For you up there, mate, talk us through the layout of what they've got their approach on, please.
I find that the allies will have a lot more cover pushing up towards the objective, while the Axis are coming through an open field. But they do have the hayfield just north and south, actually, of the building with the doorway.
Right.
So it could go quite either way, but I believe that it favours only ever slightly the allies.
All right, I'm just having a muck around with my in-game comms, and my in-game comms is working. So, Fuzz, you'll be able to talk to me here now, mate.
G'day, knobbers.
Yeah, look at fucking... For anyone who has ever wanted to know what my comms channels are like and the problems I have with comms, all they have to do is watch this stream and they can see how many times I had to try and get this connected before it just randomly works. All right, so I've got in-game comms now, so that's nice. So we'll be able to sort of listen... There we go. So they're just, you can hear in the background here very lightly that some of that comms is happening. I mean, Nicholas, you're probably listening to that in your stream as well, aren't you? Where they're...
I've disconnected my comms.
Well, when I do that, I lose comms completely. So it's kind of one of those things I just have to work out what to do. I suppose I could mute players, couldn't I? That would be the easier way. Rather than turn off that comms. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. There's a bit of lateral thinking for you. If I just mute the squad leaders... of those squads, that just gives me ref chat there, and Mr. Gobatron, who is one of my most avid supporters. Thank you, sir, for the 3-month sub. He's been literally with me since I started streaming, so that tells you how long I've been streaming, doesn't it? Actually, while we think about it, because it's the good thing to do, Nicholas, you're an excellent long-term supporter of me as well, mate, and I've appreciated
I got
everything.
that first supporter badge.
That's exactly it. I've just given you a shout because you were, of course, in Hell at Loose earlier and now. How long have you been streaming for, man?
It'll be coming up to close to about a year and a half, I'd say.
TFK, are you guys ready to go?
With some minor disruptions in between, just due to work commitments and courses and everything. But yeah, it'll be coming up to about almost 2 years since starting the stream, year and a half since becoming affiliate.
Yeah, nice, man. Well, good job. And look, folks, if you are listening, please give him some support. I'm just listening to Fuzzle here. He's actually talking about objectives and stuff. How are we looking there, Fuzz?
Brilliant. Looking for a 22-minute start.
All right, 22-minute start. That's what Fuzzle's told us there. So we're at 23:29. So in a minute and a half, that's the actual start point. This will be the second match, and we've talked about who's playing against who at the moment. So Bob, the TFK team there, and Flint, the team, the Gravy team. Let's call them that. That's what they've got listed. A little bit disturbing.
Fantastic name.
I have so much challenge with some of these friggin' names of teams, mate. It's hilarious. But okay, the Gravy Seals and Ginger's Ninjas. Ginger's Ninjas are the ones that's sitting out. So the Gravy Seals are taking on in this round. Let me just find that. I've just got to resize this freaking screen. That's what's the problem. There we go. The Gravy Seals are taking on Fireteam Salsa. So Fireteam Salsa are Cinnamon Buns, Liquefy, Snazzy McGee, Shooter, and Dingo Pup. And Shooter was actually absent before. He's here now. I heard him sign in before when we were checking out.
TFK, the match will start at 21 minutes. The match will end at 11 minutes.
I'm just listening to Fuzz. The match is starting at 21 minutes. All right. So Shooter's actually joined in now. So Gobatron's able to step away from the sub role that he had. That's excellent. So, real life happens sometimes. Shooter's managed to make it. That's great to see. So it is Gravy Seals versus Fireteam Salsa. And the other groups, I said before, are Leftovers versus Task Force Koala. That's going to be a pretty tough battle. That was well played by Task Force Koala in that first round. And whereas the Leftovers are now having their, what do we call it when you're playing for the first time? They're having their virginity taken right now. No,
I think there's other words to say, but...
There's a nicer way of putting that.
Maybe like a debut.
Yeah, let's go with that. Although I think it was better the first one. I'm sure Stu will appreciate the fact that he's just had his virginity taken, mate, in this first match.
I hope they're gentle.
All right, so that's exactly it. There's always time for lube. That's what I'm hearing here. But I don't think so in the 5v5. It is quite intense, quite brutal. Do you play Tarkov at all, mate, or have you played Tarkov?
No, I actually haven't.
I played it a couple of years ago myself. I found it too campy for my liking. I'm a bit more of an assertive, aggressive player. But there is a little flavour of Tarkov here in the way you have to be very, very, think about what you're doing at any given time. That's, be deliberate. It looks like time's about to start, though. I'm just going to see.
Good luck.
That's match go. That's match go. God damn it. I didn't have the screen open, of course, because I'm a bit of a noob. We've got the start. We're away. So it'll be about 5 seconds out there. So there, look at that. They're all racing in straight up. This is going to be really cool, this one. So people have learned how this works. These teams are only playing this for the first time. So it's really good because this gives them the flavour they need for the finals. Most of the teams will get through to the finals because of the team counts. From each group pool, there'll be one team that unfortunately doesn't make it, but we will have 12 in the quarterfinals. But the quarterfinals are one match, one shot. You have that match. If you lose, you're out. That's how it works. And then there's semi-finals and then there's finals. So quite intense weekend coming up for that. Here we go down south, though. We've got those guys are really pushing hard on the church from the left of screen. The right of screen, they're sort of spreading out a bit more. Bob's way up there. What do you got on yours, mate?
At the moment, the Allies have taken camp in a lot of the buildings surrounding to the east of the position. The Axis have not gone towards the hayfield, and in lieu sort of more gone towards the back of the buildings at the moment as well. So at the moment, nothing much is happening, but iRun has pushed pretty much onto the objective at the moment. So we'll see what happens in a couple of minutes.
All right, this is now, it's really tense here on this one, mate, I must admit. Trauma Stu and Jelly Bear are right in the church there at those doors. Mr. Chew and Commander Knight are trying to come in through that building and get some oversight onto it. Swinny there off in the bottom corner is about to get some eyes on Winchy and Rice Spice. Geez, I tell you, this is... And then Obersturm and Führer is down the bottom there. He'll get sight on Winchy at the moment. It's just about to unload. It's just about to unload. That's what's going to happen here. Everyone is so close to each other. Oh... Who is not there? Look at this, Swinny and Winchy. Swinny and Winchy. Oh, Winchy's in behind a woodpile. Rice Spice supporting him. They're working in twos. That's quite clever there. Winchy just running around the back there. There's a grenade. Yep, there's shots fired now. Oh, one in the building. Down and out. Headshot. Great kill. Oh, rocket into the building as well. It's on down here. We've got one off the blue team straight up. Oh, 2 dead. Oh, they cannot res that. What a great grenade from Swinny. And Scotty, the medic's down as well. Oh, the leftovers are in real trouble here. They've only got 2 left. Promise to a Jelly are there. Swinny's thrown an amazing grenade to take out 2. But those guys are both dead in that building too. It is 3-2. What about... Oh, Thomas Stu's down. Swinny's killed him across the paddock. Jelly Bear's by herself. 3 versus 1. Over to you, Nicholas, quickly. What's happening up there? Holy shit, this went off.
Nothing nearly as exciting as what's happening down there. At the moment, the Allies have spread out very far, and Iran is looking to go on a flank at the moment. All the Axis have just sort of piled together in the one building. Oh, Liquefied just went down to Iran, I believe, or maybe Flint. I'm not too sure. So there's 4v5 right now.
I'm seeing that in your screen. Jelly Bear is holed up in the chapel as an engineer class. There's grenades going everywhere because the blue guys have no idea how many they've killed. They've killed lots. They've killed 4. But see, because they were grenade kills, they would have... they'd maybe go to your kill screen and you could count how many you've killed. That's how you could get that information, isn't it?
Especially the grenades.
Yeah, absolutely. So they will have a clear understanding if they're looking at their tab key, this information here about how many they've killed. Jelly Bear's right in near that door, though. We're going to get in nice and tight because it's just going to be all around Jelly Bear at the moment. The wall clip's not there. Oh, Bob and Jelly are playing grenade tag up north here. I could just heard something blow the shit up down the south there. Jelly right up the top here. Here's the doorway. Oh, it's a shot to the head. And that's Jelly Bear gone. Bob's not going to have any idea that they've killed them all, except Fuzz has now called it, of course, because they're all dead. And that was a quick round down south here. 4 minutes. What do you got up top, mate?
Flint just went down to Dinger Pop, so now it's a 4v4 at the moment. Right. Dinger Pop and Exy Boy were right next to each other, but separated by a very tall wall that they can't jump over.
All right, we'll keep you on the area. Oh, what was that?
Oh, it's a satchel by X by the looks of it. Did not take any troops out, though, unfortunately.
It killed some bodies, but it didn't kill anyone that was alive. So there's 3 versus, what is that? 3 versus 4.
It's 3 versus 4, so they must have killed someone. I just didn't see it. My apologies.
All good, man. I'm up there now with you. If you stay in that aerial view, I'm going to get in nice and tight on the action here where Dingo and Exy Boy are literally 10 meters away from each other playing fence tag. So we've got my camera in the top left, on the left of screen there, and Igniculus on the right of screen. And it's lovely. It's running nice and smooth. 5 minutes to go here, mate. Holy shit, that South battle, dude. This was over in 3 minutes.
Sounds bloody intense.
It was awesome. That's the stuff. Here's a shot fired. What happened then? Orange went down.
No, one of the blues went down. It's now 2v4.
Oh, of course, we've got...
Oh, yep. Sorry, you're different teams.
We're the opposite. Yeah, of course we are. So one
of the Axis went down.
Say again?
One of the Axis members went down from Snazzy McGee's, and Cinnamon Buns is the only one that's left on the Axis.
All right, just give me... No, he's got Snazzy McGee there. All right. Yeah, sorry, Fuzz. I've got 4 minutes and 24 seconds on match time. Simply because I started the timer about 5 seconds late. So if you make a decision right now, if you want to go off my clock match time, we can do that.
Yeah, we will. Yep.
All right, you've got 4 minutes, 15, 14, 13. All right, so we're just sorting out some match. The match timer, you had a problem with it. So they're running off my clock now for the stream. I mean, that's easy enough. He'll let the teams know through comms. This team just heard that. Make sure the other team gets that information, please, Fuzz. Just correct 4 minutes, 3:53 now. Yeah, so that information will be passed on to the other teams so that they know that, the time is coming up. I'll give you a 1 minute warning. It's pretty tight now.
This would be appreciated, please, Numbers.
Right out, 3 minute warning will come up. Yeah, so we're looking at different colours, of course, because we're on different sides. So we probably...
Yeah, it took me a second there to realise.
I need to be better at that, actually, when I'm calling it out. Cinnamon Buns' team has got 2. Eggsy Boy, well, they've lost their squad leader, so I'll call it Eggsy's team's got 4. It's very campy at the moment. X is sitting at the door. That's the door he's at.
Yeah, he's on the objective.
Yeah, absolutely. Cinnamon and Snazzy have walking past a grenade on the ground.
Yep, I would like to point out Iron has flanked all the way behind as well.
Hasn't he? Oh, there's a good kill.
Eggsy Boy takes that cinnamon buns.
Eggsy Boy took a bullet to the body then, but he didn't die. He's going to bandage that up now. There's
rocket kill. That's secured the win.
That's the skewer of the win.
That is game.
Well done, X.
Good win.
All right.
Good win, Gravy Seals.
That was good. Wow, that was awesome. So really entertaining, that one, ladies and gents. I enjoyed that one quite a lot, Igniculus. What were your thoughts?
Fairly slow to begin with. Most of the teams were just sitting in a line either side, but Iron with his massive flank really secured the win and sort of cornered the entire team of Sir Cinnamon Bun's team.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. All right, I'm just looking
and it looks like now they're just celebrating.
A bit of random gunfire in the air. Is that what happens?
They're just running around in circles around each other.
Yeah. Now, I should point out to you, it's clearly mentioned. It's clearly mentioned in the rules here that if they go to the wrong objective, it's not the referee's problem. The information for this was released a couple of weeks ago with images of every capture point and everything. And they have access to that data all the time. And the commander is also marking the point and explaining to the teams where it is. So in all honesty, if you find any times that you think they're going to the wrong point, it may not be. But it's neither here nor there for us as adjudicators, because we've given them the tools. They've got to go and use them. But you'll see some different tactics where people will overwatch the point rather than actually go and sit on it. So that's fine too. So now we've got the next round on Omaha. And it is going to be the Gravy Seals versus Leftovers. So just on that, the Gravy Seals being Flint's team versus the Leftovers being Winchy's team. Then it'll be Ginger's Ninjas versus Fireteam Salsa. So Ginge being Lord Ginge versus Sir Cinnamon Bun's team. And then Task Force Koala actually get the bye this round. So they've had a good little play so far. They've won 2 in a row. And the map location, so Igniculus will actually be running up the top of the map there, I think. I just need to check this. Yes, we do. We'd have the buys all on the bottom. So Omaha 1.1 and 1.2 are the points. And I'll give you an information of where they are. Omaha 1.1, which is where Igniculus's camera, the right-hand camera, will be the crossroads at Delta 4. So there's a set of crossroads there just below keypad 7 on Delta 4, mate, if you can go and have a look at that. And we'll see the commander's marker go up and the referee's marker go up probably shortly. For me, I'm going to the water well. The water is a precious resource. They're going to fight over a water well at D5 keypad 4. So I'm just going to ping that for myself. It's somewhere, oh, that's right. It's in this little courtyard over here. Here we go. So I'm just going to go over there. There you go. Look at that. A water well in the middle of the courtyard. This one's going to be fun here. So, Nicholas, I'm going to get you to talk about your area first. Tell me, mate, what's that going to look like up there?
I'm just scanning around, just having a look at myself. So it looks like to be just a lot of open field to the east, northeast, and a large town to the southeast. So they're going to have a lot of cover, the Allies, while the Axis are mostly just going to be going down straight line hedgerows.
Hedgerows as well.
Yeah.
So they've got a few options up there as we're looking at it from down the south of the map now. You can see everyone sort of spawning in there.
Agilon, I'll get you to spawn at Echo 5,
They're just sorting it out in game, of course. There's quite a lot of stuff around everywhere up there. I can see trees and hedges everywhere. So they'll have a few path options, I guess. A little bit of building into the southeast. Got to get rid of Fuzz in game. Is driving me nuts while I'm trying to stream. Yeah, it's balanced enough up there, I think, and certainly down south here. Now, if we have a quick talk about this, as I back off and have a look, it's a giant building complex in the middle of a whole bunch of fields. So initially, everybody's going to be running in across fields. If we look at where these guys are spawning in, they're sort of on the roadway just over here. So they're going to be, coming down that road there, but they've got the buildings in the way all along this hedgerow here that we can see along this part here. So nobody's going to be able to see him running in across the field. Same thing for the other guys. There's Bar, he's spawning in over here. Same bonus for them. They can come in across this area here and not get seen. And so we're going to see a bit of a linear attack, I think, a little bit more, where they are all sort of heading along that 5 row. Just going to check in with Fuzz now, see how we're looking. How are we looking there, Fuzz?
About to do confirm the squads, mate.
All right, no worries. I'll leave you to it.
You guys are ready to.
We're just having a listen now to Fuzz in game.
Your crew is ready to go.
Just seeing where we're at. So not too far off now. And then we switch to the next map. I can't remember what the next map is, actually. Do you remember what it is?
Not so mad. Sorry, mate.
So Defective is asking for big screen in the stream. So I'm interested to hear from the stream viewers if they are enjoying the 2-screen view or would prefer the one. The trouble with the 1 screen is that we will miss one match while we're looking at the other one. Look, I'm just going to type something in chat there about that to Defective. I'm just going to say we're trying to portray both matches simultaneously if we can, though. Any other comments, feedback from viewers?
It all just depends how visible the 2 screens are.
Yeah, and if it is a problem here, of course, well, yep, we'll switch to 1 screen and we'll sort of jump between the 2. I can do that. I'm trying to avoid that if possible. I want to try and keep it on the 2-screen stuff. But if the guys are saying to me in the stream that no, they're not enjoying it, sorry, Fuzz, I was off there. Where are we at?
The match is live. Good luck, all.
Oh, it looks like they're started now.
Oh shit! It absolutely has. So look, it's game on. It's absolutely game on. We've got orange team's not moving yet. Blue team is moving. Get those orange guys moving. So there's one squad at the top there. The other squad down the south here. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a comms thing there. I'm going to try and sort out with Fuzz in that the team on the left of my screen are maybe finding out the map starts just a little bit later than the other team. So I might jump into the ref channel after this and just make sure we get that comms through. All right, so we've got a blob. It's definitely a blob down the south here. Ginger's team there coming in as a blob. Cinnamon Buns here. They're blobbing north. That's smart. That's quite smart because there's lots better terrain to come in from up there. And Ginger's team will probably be looking left. How we just watch those guys getting close to each other, make sure no one shoots north or south.
Already given orders.
Thanks, bro. So what do you got up there, mate? I can actually see both matches from here, so sort of watching it all.
Yeah, as expected, the Allies, Ringo's team, Flint's team have occupied their little mini town complex. Oh, it looks like Winchy has built a AT gun to fire down the road.
I heard that, and I can see it, and now it's it is a viable strat. You can use whatever you want out of the stuff. Just make sure, what I'm going to do here to try and get the stream look a little bit better, I guess, just make sure you're zoomed in reasonably close. If we lose a couple of little fringe things, not too close, but yeah, if we lose a little bit of fringe thing in relation to players, that's okay. We can live with that. We want to get that action nice and tight where we can for the screen. Okay, I see some action going on. X and Trauma Stu are about to engage, yeah?
Looks to be that way. Trauma Stu doesn't have any visibility through that hedge, though. So he's not going to see X sneaking up on him.
All right, I'm looking at...
looks like they've both just camped in their own little hedges now.
Parked and brewed up, hey? All right, so this is it. This is about to happen down here. Stazzy, straight in and shot in the head. No, it wasn't a headshot because he's still alive. There's his medic is liquefy. Yeah, that's going to be a tough...
That. It's been passed on.
It's going to be a tough res, that one. But those guys are now pulling out of that building. This is anything. This is interesting down here. There's another shot. The medic's down. Oh, that is going to be tough now for Cinnamon Buns' team. to be able to try and come back from this with the medic down. The TF guys are all cheering in chat because, of course, they will have been seeing the TFK have won 2 matches in a row. I tell you what, Agilon's team here are absolutely stripping the life out of Cinnamon's team. There's now 3 dead there. There's only Dingo, Pup, and Shooter. Both of those guys.
X and Trom Stew just about to engage. Stew's heard the footsteps and takes down X. Well done.
Nice kill, nice kill. There you go. Dingo and Shooter have got all the work to do here. It's 5v2. Just going to back up on that a little bit and have another look at it from a different perspective. Ginge and Gumby now pushing. They know they've knocked down one. They definitely know they've got the dead medic there in front of, or the dead engineer there in front of them, or the dead somebody. They don't know it's an engineer. So they know they've got 5 left and they've killed 1, so they at least have that information. And I'm pretty sure they know they've killed a couple others there. But they know they haven't released yet, so they won't see them on the kill board. So they won't know if they're dead or alive, and they won't know if they're medics or not. What's going on up there, mate? I can see a little bit of movement on the flanks.
Yeah, at the moment, Jelly Bear and Scotty are moving a little bit closer towards the objective. I'm actually very surprised that Jelly Bear's not playing the medic since she talks much about playing medic.
Talks up a big game about medic, doesn't bring it to the party. And speaking of medic, Standoff is now down on the blue squad here down my end. So it's 4-2 in the favour of Agilon's team. It's nice here because I can get right and tight with the camera. They're all within a close camera screen. There's a bar shooting, and Shooter has been cut down, and now there's a grenade going forward from Ginge just to make sure that Dingo's inside a building. He's an AT guy, but he's got a bit of work. That grenade didn't hit anyone, but Dingo's now watching for the advance that will likely happen. He's got his AT rocket out. Now he's going to grenade now. He's going to grenade at a bad time. Gumby's there on the corner. Bullets getting fired from a bar. Lord Ginge flanking left. Gumby flanking right. That grenade went fucking miles. Gumby moving around the corner. Oh, yeah, there he is, and that's the end of it. Dingo's been taken down. Agilon's team's won down the south here. We're going to go up now and have a look at the camp fest that's happening up here. I can see someone else is down. Jelly's down.
Yes, Jelly's down, actually. Yeah, Eggsy Boy got quite a long shot on Jelly. The medic is very close to her, but has not revived her yet.
See, there's why Jelly Bear's not the medic, mate, because she died. Stu just got taken out down south. I saw that happen out the corner of my eye. He's the squad leader for this match for that team, of course. Winchy, Rice, and Scotty against 4 of the others. So bullets going out at Rice as he runs across the open field. Scotty's there as a medic, and Flint's pushing on him. Look, Winchy's now trying to get around the back of Ringo. Celebration gunfire going on down there for Agilon's team. I can hear it in the background. Shots fired from Rice Spice. Scotty's flanking around that other side here. This is interesting. You've got a great view there on that street. Stay on that, mate. Stay on that street view. I'll get up into the more high up view. We can watch what happens down here. Actually,
Winchy takes out the medic there.
Oh, that's going to be harsh now for the leftovers here. Winchy's pushing in on Ringo. Rice is down. It's just, that's it. Bam, bam, bam. They're all dead, and that's the end of that match. That looks like the end.
Yep, that's the end. That's
matches, game for allies.
Yep, four still alive for the Axis.
Stand by, guys. We will be flipping to Stalingrad now.
So we're now flipping to Stalingrad, and honestly, Igniculus,
4 alive for the Allies.
One of my favourite maps, Igniculus, is Stalingrad. I do like it very much. What are your thoughts on Stalingrad?
I'm just a little bit concerned about the difference of firepower between the Russian weapons and the German weapons. Because Russians do have quite the disadvantage, I find. But
at range, generally speaking, this is a tight close quarters battle, and that was something I considered when I was picking maps. Was you've got some different weaponry there. Where it tends to matter is when you're using anti-tank and stuff like that. I do confirm that. It is the luck of the draw here a little bit about who goes what. Fuzz, we'll need to allocate the teams to sides as well. It's up to you if they switch over to the same sides or different sides. I guess we'll leave them where they are, yeah?
Yeah, for now.
They'll just switch over on the same on their teams they're on currently, and they'll end up on the side, so that'll be fine. There is some disparity between the weaponry, but I think the big thing to note here is that as a close quarters battle, it doesn't really play as much as it might in a pub match. I do agree with you though. There there is a difference in firepower, isn't there? In the wider options you've got available to is your Russians.
Oh, definitely, definitely much more at play during like the 50 versus 50s. But I find that the Russians don't have any good automatic weapons. They got the PPSH, which is a good SMG, but it just has a huge amount of recoil. While the Germans do have the SCG, the MP40, all those other weapons that are very good for medium to even long range sometimes.
Yeah, I tend to find though, mate, and this is part of the problem with that PPSG or whatever it's called. Folks just spray and pray, and it's not that type of weapon. You've got to fire it in 2 to 3 round bursts, and I am as effective with that at 100 meters, 200 meters as I am with the MP40, and I love both of those weapons. The PPSH, that's what it's called. So it is about knowing the weapon and how to use it. That's something for the squads to have worked out here. It is randomly allocated. They'll be thinking about that. They'll be trying to work things out. That's perfectly fine. All right, so Stalingrad, the first point we're going to be looking at, and I've actually done something wrong with the spreadsheet here, so let's fix that. The first point on Stalingrad is going to be, you're going to be on the C34D34 area, please. You're going to be looking at a white chimney D3 keypad 1. It's a white chimney at D3.
There now.
D3 keypad 1. I'm going to get out of that squad and go into an infantry squad, aren't I? Locked infantry unit. Here we go.
Yep, there it is.
All right, so we'll just get ourselves back set up for the admin camera. It's running a lot smoother today. That's really good to see. We're moving a lot quicker. We learnt some things yesterday about how it all works. So there's the white chimney. Nicholas has placed there for us in the center of his screen on the right-hand side. For me, I'm actually going to be the axe at the yellow house at Charlie 56 Delta 56. So let's get down there and have a look at the yellow house. Where is that thing? It's yellow. It should be easy to find. Up here, there it is. Sorry, I was looking the wrong way. There's an axe at the yellow house. Where is the axe? Oh dear, I got creative, didn't I? Maybe a little bit of liberty. Let's have a look. Where is the axe around the yellow house? See if we can find it. Fuck me, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's on the barrels outside. Yeah, so the actual image in the rules will show you where it is there. So there it is, folks. They're fighting over that axe. It's a hell of a weapon. Maybe that'll make the Russians more powerful, Nicholas. Who knows? We don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So this particular round, now we are going to see, let's see, match 4. We're going to see the Gravy Seals take on Task Force Koala. So the Gravy Seals are Flint, Task Force Koala is Mr. Chew. We're going to see Ginger's Ninjas take on the Leftovers. So that's Lord Ginger's team take on Winchy's team. And we're going to see Fireteam Salsa sit this one out. So that's a little bit of a rest for them. What I'm going to do now is, because I desperately need to go to the toilet, I'm going to put the Be Right Back squad thing on, and I'm going to tell Fuzzle I'm taking a quick break, and we will be right back. Fuzz, I'm taking a quick toilet break, mate, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Roger that.
Thank you, sir. Okay, and we do the we are back thing, and of course I automatically now go to the input from the channel to make sure that my co-casters can be heard, because I have done that so many times wrong. Nicholas, please tell me you are there.
I sure am.
There you go, folks.
I hope they can hear me.
Ladies and gents, we have victory. I'm just going to go out to the warm-up scene and just put my head on the page here while we just wait for this next match. So, look, let me know in chat how it's going with the stream, if you're enjoying it, if you're liking the commentary and stuff. You know, I have a few different screen options here, of course, about how I set this up. So, you know, if I go to the live scene here now and drop that one off, I can do that. And get the one screen up. I can also do this one here and just have the screen on the page. The trouble is it doesn't show you both matches at the same time, and this was a significant consideration I had when I was trying to work out how to do this. And the reason for this was to try and get the tournament to flow as quickly as possible, but at the same time give you some good content to watch. So I've got this two screen thing, the two camera thing that Igniculus and I are running here. We had the 3 screen yesterday. We had all sorts of options, but I do want to try and keep as much of both battles going at the same time as I can. This is the initial round though, so we are churning. We would originally have been churning through 60 teams, playing 5 matches per team. You know, over 10 rounds, so 50 matches worth of stuff. It's quite challenging. The finals, every match will be big screen solo. So that'll be, you know, myself, Stu, Igniculus here, whoever's around, and how we do it over the 2 brief nights. But it'll be one battle on the screen. And maybe a point of view camera, Igniculus. I think that might be cool to have, you know, a point of view camera from each squad in the top corner there to see some of that in-fight action.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy the 2 screen. Having a look at your stream, even with the 15-minute delay, and looking at the last match.
Yeah.
And especially with the close-up shots and everything as well from individual casters. Actually, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and that is, you know, it might be one of those things where folks have mobile phones or whatever, and it's not looking real good.
Yeah.
What do you
that's
lost?
true.
What do you lost, Fuzz? Hang on a sec. Are you looking for the axe?
I found it now.
All good. So they're a little bit off on the axe. Yeah, that's close, Fuzz. It's actually about 15 meters to the left of that marker. It's on the top of barrels, guys. Or actually, no, is it the one on the block or the barrels? I can't remember. It's one of those 2.
No, it's the white pillar.
Oh, the white pillar you've lost. All right. Look, just watch the stream.
I've put an attack mark down on it.
It's gold. It's gold. I'll stop shit stirring you now. So yeah, look, the difference with this one too, compared
Stu and Bob, are your teams both ready?
compared to some of the other matches we do, Igniculus, we don't have to have it so panoramic all the time, do we?
No, especially with this, is mostly all close quarter combat. So,
Mm.
and,
Yeah,
except for the very beginning where they're all running towards each other, but
Running or camping? I mean, that's subjective.
running up towards where they're going to camp. Yeah.
How are you guys looking?
1 hour and 19 minutes.
1 hour.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Okay, so there's a minute and a half left to go before we actually start this next round. So this is happening again. This is cool. It's been good. Today's competition has been a little bit more active, I think, than yesterday. I am enjoying that. I am enjoying the that close quarter stuff that's really showing through today. I like that. I like that a lot. I find it interesting that the garrison up at Echo 3 is being red lit. 1 hour and 19 minutes. So 1 minute and 22 seconds to go.
80 seconds.
So this is well, it's pretty competitive this round.
0.
We do have another battle tonight, of course. There's another set tonight at 18:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. That will be hosted on Trauma Stu's Discord, Twitch, not mine. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm freeing myself up for some other stuff tonight in relation to administration for the tournament. And he'll be streaming tonight. And I think you're joining him, aren't you, Nicholas, with Blue Rose Jelly as well?
I believe so, yes.
I probably should write that better. He'll be streaming tonight's matches. There we go. So we're looking at the timer now. 34 seconds to go for this round. Another exciting round coming up here. The spawn points for these guys. Look, we can see who's that. They're just setting up Hubert's just setting up the next point here. He's one of the referees, of course. Yellow House being fought over. They're going to fight over an axe. 15 seconds on the clock. Let's get my little clock up over here so that I'm ready to go. Let's have a look at the time. 10. All right. Exciting. Who's going to win this one? Any idea?
No idea. I find the Russians... Sorry, correction. The Axis are going to have a lot more cover with his trench, I suppose.
Yep.
Just before the point. So I'd like to see them running up through the trench, up towards very close to the point, and then peeking over and taking pot shots from there. But
right, we just got to get back to
three of them.
That main
Yeah, it looks like
stuff.
3 of them are pushing up through that trench. 1 is now, actually. And the rest are going for wide flanks.
All right, here's an interesting one down south. Baha has set up a machine gun, and everybody else is running directly south. I think there's going to be some distraction fire here. He's probably just trying to get to a position where he's going to be able to put fire in on the point. The South Force, I guess we'll call them, they're all going north. So they're all spearing around. Oh, no, I tell a lie. There's 3 north, 2 south. Ooh, okay, so that's what's happening there. They've split up their force. I was seeing the other guys up to the north there that you're watching. So this, the leftovers are actually split into 2 groups here. Jelly and Trauma. Jelly's the medic finally, mate. She's watched the stream from 10 minutes ago. She's feeling guilty and she's put in the hard yards now as the medic, following Trauma still around. He dies a lot, so she's got plenty of business there. Agilon's team, though, they're getting closer to the house. Bar's moved all the way in. He's getting flanked pretty hard, though, from the north, so that'll be interesting.
I've just seen that Flint's team only has 4 members, so they must have had someone drop out in the last second.
Is that a range thing, though? Is that just you not having the camera at the right range?
I looked at the scoreboard and there's only 4 members in that squad.
All right, that's interesting. Hey, Fuzz, have Flint's team had someone drop out, have they?
We're trying to figure that out now.
Had a disconnect, I'm guessing.
Unsure at the moment. I'll let you know.
All right, no worries. If it was a disconnect, then we can authorise a replay of that particular match at the end if you want, mate.
We'll see how they run.
Yeah, so I'm just letting Fuzz know there. We do have, stuff happens. People go to deploy in and that, and the match crashes and stuff like that. We have that built into the rules that we will allow, a replay when something like that happens. We watch for that, though, with the referees watching to make sure people don't deliberately disconnect partway through a match. I'm not interested in that sort of stuff. But if the match is starting and someone didn't spawn in there, or they were spawned in and they didn't move anywhere, and then they suddenly disconnected that spawn point, well, that's a bit different, isn't it? That means the game's just...
Flint's just going to get him to reconnect, mate, and spawn back in. He's happy just to do that.
Yeah, not a lot happening up north at the moment.
So what's occurred there is that Flint's getting the guy to reconnect, and he's just going to run back into the match because he can. The match is still going. It's not going to change the outcome of the match in any way negatively for that team or the other team, and he has time to run in and affect in the battle. So they've accepted that in the squad. The head referee's made a decision. I'm comfortable with that. That's why I empower these guys to make these decisions. Nothing happening. Shots fired there. I can hear shots. Winchy's shooting. All right, finally, that's the machine gunner. He's opening up. Winchy knows he's there. He's opened up at something. Did he kill? I think he killed. I think he's had a kill. He's actually made a kill there. The machine gunner, Bah, has actually killed a couple from Winchy's team. No, they are just way up north still. He's just been shooting at the yellow house. Fascinating stuff. Looking here, Agilon standoff. No, the machine gunner's been popped by Winchy. Great shot. Knew he was there, popped him. That's the trouble with these machine guns, isn't it? If you shoot, everyone knows where you are. You've got to relocate after you shoot. A bit unlucky there. He's been taken. So it's 4-5 now. Blues are on this side are in favour here. Don't worry about those 2 guys running up there, the engineer and the medic. That's actually on Igniculus's team.
They're taking a very wide flank.
What's happening up there, mate? I can see that is a really wide flank, isn't it?
At the moment, not too much. Flint is getting pretty close to where Swinney is at the moment, but there's still a massive fence in between.
All right, Traumastu and Jelly Bear now are flanking around Weather Gummy and Ginge. Winchy's flanking from the north. Agilon's right there. This is going to be quite tight. Winchy's looking at that building. Shots fired to the north. Yeah, that's about north where Winchy is. To my right, Standoff's put some rounds in. It's a big ballsy flank here. If Agilon's looking, he's seen Winchy surely. Surely he's seen Winchy. He's right there. Oh, there's a kill in that building. I think Traumastu just took someone out in that building. If not, that was Winch. What a great shot. The guy just died in that building. Ginge, Weathered Gumby, and Agilon are in tight. Winchy is crawling pace by pace towards Agilon here. Really good Tarkov style play here. Scotty around the outside there. Look, the leftovers are looking. Oh, there it is. Winchy's got his man. He's pulled in on this. Oh, but he's been counter-shot. Great kill from Weathered Gumby to take out Winchy at the back there. Jelly Bear now knows she's got a dude dead up there that she's got to deal with, and she's about 200 metres away from that. Rice has moved in with the machine gun onto the point. Lord Ginge and Weather Gumby are actually sitting there to the sort of, it's probably the south of the point, isn't it? I'm just going to swing around here now and have a look. Traumastu and Jelly Bear are there. Look at it, it's tight. Nick talks to us about what's going on up there, mate.
Flint is pushing pretty close to where Swinny is. Oh, it goes down to Swinny, unfortunately. I've also seen that Ringo has just spawned in, so he's just joined into the team. Unfortunately, it's still a 4v5 at the moment. 5v3. Exy Boy just went down to TFK Bob.
Ringo would be the disconnect that's come back in, and the decision was made by the referee, so they now have to stick with that. Which side's Ringo on? Is he on the 5 or the 3? Oh, there's Weather Gumby down. Sorry. Just saying, the Weather Gumby's down now, so that's the end of him, and that's the end of the team down here. The leftovers have won that one. All right, but the decision was made up here that Ringo could spawn back in. The team was asked, and they said, yeah, we'll be happy if he just redeploys back in and joins us. So that's made now. They can't reverse that if they lose. And you know, that's the flexibility of this tournament. We can make on-the-fly decisions and talk to teams directly. So that's working well. This is a huge fucking spread of troops up here, mate. I'm watching. I'm looking at your camera from the other side
sort of get a good shot on. Get that going all the way up north, all the way up, like up in the sky, and
I can
not
see
really
the
having any
objective.
quality.
I can see the objective there. It's marked with that alpha marker in my screen at the moment, and I'm looking at the four blue players here. There's another one somewhere. I'm assuming. I don't know where that person is. It's way up north.
Swinny's all the way up north. TFK Bob is in the centre, and you got the medic and the engineer in that house camping the objective.
All right, but there's one of their players is dead, so it's 3 versus 4 at the moment, isn't it? No.
Yes.
Mr.
Not
Chu
3
at
versus
the
5.
back.
Mr. Chu's all the way up back. Yeah.
He's at the back. Oh, did he disconnect too?
No, he's been there the entire time, I believe.
He's been at the garrison. Well, that's a bit weird.
Not too sure.
I won't ask what's happening there. I'll ask after the match is over.
Hit up one of the refs there.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so this is, well, it is. Look, it's 5v3. Irun's now doing his run. X and Ringo are trying to cover that point. At this range, it'd be hard for... excuse me. It'd be hard for the...
DC both side knoppers.
Yeah, Rod, what was the decision on... we'll talk about the decision afterwards. We won't crowd the thing.
Yeah.
So they will have made the decision that Mr. Chu can come back in. It's actually, not going to hurt them at all because they already have the lead. But they probably won't know that, of course. But they know they've killed at least one person or someone.
Just whilst I've got you, can we get you for a photo?
Oh, Ringo's taking some long
do
shots
it
with
after,
the
guys.
PPSH.
Let the matches finish first, please.
Okay.
I'm just trying to clear out the comms there for the guys so that it's fair for the team still playing because they'll be talking. I don't want command chat flooded up there with people talking. So it's a 5v3. Igniculus, well, we got 1 minute 40 on the clock, mate.
I want to head over to where Iron is because he's getting pretty close to where Swinny is now.
Yeah, I'm lurking
there
down.
Might be a little bit of an engagement there.
I'm looking down to Commander Knight, who subbed up yesterday to my Twitch. Thank you very much for that, Commander Knight. He's down there. Oh, look at that.
Unfortunately, R1 got caught out on top of the roof.
Yeah, there you go. So this is real trouble here for X and Ringo. They've got to take down 5.
2v5, yep.
With 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. I don't think they're going to be able to pick that up. But look, they'll give it a go. These guys all fight to the wire, don't they? They take it right to the end of the match as well, which is really good.
100%. You never know what could happen. Like X... no. They're Russians. They don't have any rockets. Disregard.
All right, but they do have that really good one-shot anti-tank rifle. I do like that. I do like that a lot for infantry kills. It puts them in their place.
Looks like Ringo is going to try to go and avenge his teammates and take out Swinny.
He knows he's lost a couple. They got to do something. If you're 3 people down, you know there's a fair chance if you haven't killed any of the enemy that you're aware of, then you're probably in the back foot. Here's some shots fired.
Oh, Ringo's been seen by Mr. Chu, I believe.
No, Obersturmbannführer is actually shooting from way the hell down. That must be 300 meters. Oh,
it gets him.
Taking him down.
I think that was Swinny that took the final shot there.
Oh, right. So that's just a bit of a distracting fire from the south. X is coming in, though, at the back here. Obersturmbannführer is now running out in the middle of nowhere, reloading. That's never good. And he's probably going to get plucked off by X if X can see him. Oh, geez, I don't know how he didn't see him there. Great footage there, by the way, mate. We're watching you.
Ceasefire.
Match is over. There we go. Fuzz has called match over. Well done there. The Mr. Chu's TFK team have come up. That's a bit rude.
Takes a kill just for the lol.
I think maybe that was an X, was it? It doesn't matter because
it was comms, X, yeah.
It takes about 20 or 30 seconds for that comms to come down. Here we go. I'm getting some bot is doing their fucking thing here. We'll report them as a bot, spam Sam or terrorists. Is it better to support them as bot messaging? Is it better to report them as terrorists?
Better spam bots.
Would it be better as would it be better as a terrorist? Because it would get Scott. All right, let's close that. I've blocked old mate there. Yeah, cool, I've done that. All right, so that was pretty cool, man. Let's go and talk now about what the next points are as we get into the last match of this round, and it will be match 5 is going to be the that's the wrong group, isn't it? Gravy Seals have got the bye this time. So we've got Gingers Ninjas taking on Task Force Koala. That's going to be a good one. And Fireteam Sullivan's taking on the Leftovers. Mate, I'll get you on the I'm going to be doing the middle of the map. You're going to be switching to the other side now because the map details have changed because it's an east-west or west-east map. So if I look at Stalingrad 2.2 and 2.3, which are the matches, it's Stalingrad 2.2 and 2.3, correct, Fuzzled? Fuzz, you there, mate?
Yep. What's up?
Stalingrad 2.2 and 2.3, correct?
It'll be 2.2 and 2.3.
Must have stepped away.
All right, no worries, mate. I'll leave that to you. It's all right. He is talking to me. You just, Nicholas can't hear it, of course. In regards to the in-game voice on my channel. So it is Stalingrad 2.2 and 2.3. So what we do there is we go to site 2.2. Site 2.3, Nicholas, is where you're going. That's Echo 78, Fox 78. And it is the west door of building F8, keypad 7. F8, keypad 7, the west door. I'm going to the bunker at the center of E56, F56. Where's that? That's somewhere here. Oh, okay, so it's in here for me. I'm just going to ping and run across to there. Bunker. Let's have a look-see at the bunker. Oh, is it that bunker? Which bunker is it? Echo 56 Fox size. Is it this bunker? I'll have to have a look at the picture of mine. How'd you go finding yours, mate? The west door of building Fox 8, keypad 7.
Yep, got it here because the 2 friendly squads decided to put an attack mark. Made it very much easier.
They're useful, these squads, sometimes, aren't they? All right, I'm just trying to find my imagery so I make sure I pick the exact right thing. So I said it was Stalingrad 2.2 and 2.3. So Stalingrad 2.2. Oh, right, so it's a...
At the D65 line.
There we go. There's a little crate thing here. There it is.
Spawn of the garrison.
There's an axe
D56.
just next to where it is. There's an axe just next to where it is. All right, so that's it there, folks. We're looking at it now. Fuzz, how did you go with finding their middle point? I know that's a little bit challenging. It's just next to the barrels. All right, nothing from Fuzz at the moment, so he's probably still trying to work that out, or he didn't hear me. That's perfectly fine. He's probably talking in Discord as well because they are doing that as a referee chat. All right, so let's talk about these two.
Placed down
let's talk about these 2 points here. So if I zoom out from mine first of all, let's get us on the right side of it. So we'll be south of it. And there we go. We're looking at the point there now in front of me, if we can do it nice and slow. And there's, well, it's all trains north to south here, Nicholas. So fucking heaps of trains, lots of paths to come in on and lots of cover on the way in from the east and the west. But once you get line of sight north to south, you'll be able to shoot at things for a very long way. So that's pretty important here for this particular point. And it's very much, if I look at the entire point from way down south here, the whole thing is like that. Just trains, and a trench system. And yeah, so it's going to be very, bounds, move up 10 metres from right or left. What about you down there, mate? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, so the point itself is, it's got a massive wall going from south to north, along with buildings as well. So they're going to have a hard time. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be a very close quarter combat in this one, unless they get the massive flank from far south or far north. This will be a bastard.
Yeah. This will be a bastard in that way that you've got a Stalingrad. I love because it brings so many new dynamics to how to actually play this game. There's a lot of hedgerows and stuff everywhere. Whereas in Stalingrad, it is a lot of there's a lot of shooting under and around things and using pieces of cover and solid stuff and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. We might just do what you're doing there and pop over and say hello to the guys. Trauma Stu's just getting his squad moved up there towards where Hubert is for the spawn, I guess. So they've come in on a garrison, and then they've spawned up, moved up to where the starting point is, and that'll be fairly deliberate. This is running pretty smoothly today, I must admit. I'm quite pleased. So we learnt yesterday, as I said before. There's Mr. Chew's squad up here having a bit of a look-see, and they're hanging around the garrison and lurking. So, yeah, look, this is going to be great fun again. We got everyone spawned down there for your side. I think there's one was reconnecting. I heard them talking about it in command chat before.
Yeah, everyone on my match has spawned in 5 vs 5.
Yeah, right, there you go. Right, I'm just going to reset my block. This is the last match for today's round this morning. He's just getting the readies up now. Trauma Stu tonight is streaming with you and Blue Rose Jelly at 18:30.
1 hour, 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute
yes,
to go
that's
there,
correct,
Nicholas. 18:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll be there, but I'll be just lurking on the sides with the camera and whatever the hell else I'm doing. But it'll be up to Trauma Stu to be running that one in relation to the podcast, and I hope you guys do enjoy that as much as we've enjoyed this here today. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%, yeah. So speaking of tactics on my match before it starts in 48 seconds, give or take, I believe that the Axe is going to have quite the advantage being on top of the hill and be able to get some really long shots if they try to cross the open.
And that's interesting because if you look at that, there's still enough cover. I was looking at that, absolutely. It's a long shot to do.
But if they build an AT gun...
They build an AT gun and they build it quickly, yeah. But see, the thing
I'm going to say they're definitely going to do it because the AT at the moment has his wrench out.
And you can do that from the east, though, mate, as well. Long shots can go up the hill as well. 12 seconds here, so just give me a second. We're going to get this set up. 9.
101 still, but we'll be finishing at 51.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there it is, ladies and gents. The last match is live. Commander has called that. Here it goes. Interested to see what happens. Shots fired already up the hill.
Oh. Wow, that's very ambitious. That's the machine gunner.
That's it. See, and this is the thing. It brings in a whole new set of tactics that I didn't expect someone to set up a machine gun on either side and shoot up and down. But there it is.
Oh,
He's doing it.
Trauma Stew is actually pinned down at the moment.
Wow. Oh,
didn't take any shots, but he now has to cover from the train cars. I'm just going to switch over. Where? Oh, there they are, right below me. Build an AT gun, ready for them to cross open the open fields.
Wow, look at that shit. That is amazing stuff. It's like, give it a go. Play your smart tactics. I want this stuff to happen. Anything's on the table. If you've got it in your repertoire, you can use it. The only thing people can't do is use their outpost because you can't redeploy or respawn or use it as a radar. But this battle up north here now, it's getting tight. Gumby, Führer, Knight, and Chu are all close in there. That machine gun, I can still hear it in the background over my right shoulder as I listen to it in my ears. Shots fired up north here now. We're just got to make sure no one's shooting north or south out of the point, of course. These guys are fairly south. Lord Ginge there. Oh, it's tight on the point. They've all gone really south, though. Führer is really right down the bottom of the map with Knight there ready to res him. So I guess he's doing the pop around the corner. Have a look. Ginger's covering there. Bob up on the hill still with Swinny, the assault class. What do you got down the bottom there, mate?
So I've got Jelly Bear and Winchy on the point at the moment. The Snazzy McGee on the MG is still covering the openings of the wall.
I saw that tracer coming in on your screen there, mate. That looks so cool. That looks so cool as Jelly was running across it with Tracer chasing her. Fucking awesome.
And as soon as Shooter, Cinnamon Bun, Dinger Pup, or Liquefy cross into the open field to take any shots on Jelly Bear, as you can see, the AT is going to light them up.
Here's the AT now. All right. So that's...
Oh, that got very close to Cinnamon Bun, but Cinnamon Bun goes down to Winchy.
Wow, look at that. That is amazing footage, mate.
This is amazing gameplay right here.
And here's smoke up on our side now. There's a couple of smokes all over the place. The blue squad on my side here are trying to move their way in. I feel like I've lost somebody here. Where the hell did the old mate go? Have we got a death already? I didn't even see it. I was watching your screen, and we've lost one of the TFK guys. Must have been picked up on the hill somehow. I don't even know what happened there. I'm going to have to review that myself. What the hell? Let's have a look at the map.
Winchy over here should get a shot on to Shooter at the moment.
All right, so there's definitely one kill. One
there he
absolute...
goes. That's a headshot as well. He knows he got a confirmed kill there.
Yeah, we had that up north here as well. One absolute confirmed kill with a headshot. There's another one down. Führer is down. But I've seen that there's actually one of the orange guys is down as well. Unless there's someone, there's no one being tricky. No, there he is. He's way out the back. Agilon actually is the squad leader. He might have his binos out, and he's actually calling stuff, and that's working really well for him.
Oh, Winchy. Sorry to cut you off there.
Man.
Winchy under fire from the MG still takes him out.
Oh,
That was amazing.
That's good stuff there. So what are we down to as a count there, mate?
Just a 2v5 at the moment, with the AT gun still up on the hill, Jelly Bear on the objective, and Winchy behind the point, and Trauma Stew is still very far out near where the train cars are. I'm not too sure what he's doing. He might be using his binos to spot infantry movements, but
yeah,
I reckon he should sort of start pushing more towards the objective.
Yeah, he was pinned down at the start, if we remember from that conversation we had before. I think
he was by the MG. Yep.
We've had a death now, finally, on the orange team here. They've lost one, so it's now down to... It's 4v4 because, of course, the res has occurred, or something's occurred. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. Where the hell's the commentator when you need him?
Winchy takes that Digger Pup as well. 5v1 now.
Yeah, that's trouble for your guys, mate. Here's some gunfire going on here. This is a really interesting battle. If we have a look quickly, I'm on the Axis side, so it's the Allies being the Russians here. We were talking about this before the match. This is some great gameplay going on here amongst these train carriages. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Agilon's still over the back. Oh, that grenade must have woken up Commander Knight, but he's got all the bandages in the world. Agilon racing around the back now. Bob's running down the train tracks, so they're not going to see him going down that way. Standoff is down on the south side of that train carriage. Gumby supporting in there. Swinny coming in from the north. I'm just seeing out of the corner of my eye what's going on there with Liquefy, with Winchy.
Yeah, Liquefy is trying to smoke up the Dinger Pup to give him a res.
Oh, Gumby's just
Winchy's going to be... Oh, nice. Winchy knows exactly where the medic's going to be, so I'd like to see him throwing some grenades or something to... Or even just blind firing into that smoke to take out that medic.
Yeah, we've got... it's 4v3. We've got 4v3 up here now. Where the Gumby's down, of course, where the Gumby being a sub for that team. Pretty good player, but unfortunately he hasn't had the goods this time. They don't have a medic anymore either, whereas the blue dots up here have a medic. Oh, a lovely kill there. Lovely kill. Now they're down to 2 players. Ginge and Agilon have got all the work ahead of them. I can still see the peeky peek going on from your guys. He's running around trying to do something in that building. I guess he's got 4 minutes 30 seconds left. That AT gun's still going off. Don't know where that's shooting actually. It's nowhere near the building that I'm looking at.
I think it's just blind firing to known hiding spots or what they believe they're going to be camping. Or
Yeah,
when she goes down to liquefy.
Whoosh. There you go. So is that?
It'll be 4v2 now. They know now that they're in that building, so I'm expecting that AT gun to start lighting up this doorway here.
So liquefy picked up Dingo Pup. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Pop smoke on him and picked him up. Yeah. So now the AT gun is hammering these doorways.
Yeah, I'm seeing it there in the top of the screen there. Ginge just went
switched
down.
to the right-hand doorway.
Ginge just went down up here to, I don't even know who did that kill, but Agilon's the only one left there. So the squad leader with all the work to do, 4 enemy there he doesn't know about, for 3 minutes 30 on the clock. These are both going to be tight finishes here. Really good resin going on there from the medics. Like people say a medic's going to make a difference. Some say yes, some say no. I think they have. To be honest. But then, do you play for the medic to actually have that impact, or is it just good smart play? Big kill there. I just saw that. What was that?
Straight onto Ringo, AT gun.
Oh, what's the countdown there now, mate?
4v1 now, just a medic, and only one other person that the medic can revive is the MG, far down to the south.
Yeah, that I see that Snazzy McGee off the back there. Liquefy. If he wants to get him up there, he'll have to. Agilon is pushing on to the point now. The point just on my screen is the bottom right corner here. You can see those barrels. Agilon sort of doing the sneaky. Oh, great kill on Bob! Oh, and a double tap. Holy shit! It's opened up again, folks. It's 2-1. Agilon is 1, and Obersturm Fuhrer and Commander Knight, the other 2. The medic's still up on the blue side. Suddenly, this game has got real again down south. 2:30 to go. Brilliant individual skill set there from Agilon to take 2 players down in quick succession. Oh, tight finishes here. There's Liquefy. I can see in the distance there running off to do that res right there.
Yeah, and he's going to get it, I reckon.
Oh, there's the AT gun.
The AT gun's still hammering that building.
The AT gun's sort of done some stuff in the 2 times we've seen it up, but I don't know if it's done enough. Well, 2 minutes on the clock now. If they get a sniff, though, the AT gun will pound them.
He just ran out of time.
Oh.
The MG, yeah. It didn't let go, just ran out of time.
Oh, so unlucky.
Really unfortunate.
Wow. Look, great effort there from Liquefy trying his heart out. That'd be so disappointing for the team there. But Agilon has really cracked open this game down here. 1:30 to go. He won't have a clue how many people are alive or dead on the other team. But he'd have to know there's at least 2. He'd have to know there's at least 2. And as it turns out, there is 2 specifically. The Blues won't know how many on the other team as well. They don't know if there's a medic running around or anything unless they saw the actual kill of a medic. I mean, there is a way of telling, isn't there? If the corpse that you're looking at on the ground is a medic, you pretty much know. Agilon is moving in towards the point. Here's the point down the bottom right here. We got 1 minute left on the clock here. I think down your way, mate, that it's going to be the leftovers are going to win that one. There's the anti-tank gun shooting again at God knows what. Oh, and
putting pressure on.
Yeah, that's right. Give him
hopefully
something.
Jelly Bear hears the footsteps now.
Well, I mean, either way, could really crack it open if he gets a kill.
Or even Stu gets the spot on as well.
Oh, double kill there! Agilon and Obersturm Fuhrer have killed each other at exactly the same moment, leaving Commander Knight the only living player on that team, and he has taken that victory by pure survival and nothing else. Look, I've got to say to you that if I'm going to call a player of the group so far, it's Agilon. That was almost match-changing play there from Agilon. Brilliant stuff. There's 8 seconds left here on the clock. It's going to go leftovers way. Well done to them for this victory down south.
I was just really hoping that Jelly Bear will pick that window, hearing the footsteps, but not yet.
Yeah, and there it is, ladies and gents. That is the end of the complete grouping. That's 5 matches. And well done to all the teams there. Fuzzle, I'm copying that you've got outcomes there for all 5 matches, correct, mate?
At the moment, yep.
Champion, all right.
The referee team and then passing on.
All right, no worries. We'll just wrap up our stream here, mate, but good job, everybody there. That's it, ladies and gents. We're going to wrap the stream up now. if we run into trouble and we have to having to replay anything out of that particular group, we'll get back to it soon. But Igniculus, thank you, sir, for joining me here.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's good
And
fun.
it's been great fun. Some great fights there. Ladies and gents, I hope to see you tonight at the final round of the group pools at 18:30 Australian Eastern Standard. Trauma Stu will be doing the Hell Let Loose stream for the third and final group of this Big D Fireteam Invitational. I've been your host, Noppers. Igniculus has joined me here as my co-host. We've loved seeing you and we hope to catch up with you again soon. Thank you and bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.